Okay, let's start. Today we will start talking on Sonnet 18. It is written by William Shakespeare. How many sonnets does Shakespeare write? 113, 30, 45, 130. Okay, let us where Italian sonnet. Next, Shakespearean sonnet, Spenser sonnet, Miltonic sonnet, Tergerima sonnet, Cardell sonnet. Basis on these things. And this is called also a lyric poem as well. Why? Because there we have found the musical ability. It can be express the personal emotions, and it has a regular rhyme scheme, meter. So easily you can turn it into a song. That's why it is called a lyric poem as well. Okay, the sonnet is obviously a lyric poem. And what are the features of Shakespearean sonnet? We have mentioned that Shakespearean sonnet has four stanzas. First three stanzas are called of what? Quatrain. First three stanza is called a quatrain, and the last two lines is called a couplet. So, what should be the rhyme scheme of the Shakespearean sonnet? You will see, and there are some features read out. A 14 line poem that consists of three quatrains and one couplet. Already I have mentioned. Couplet means a pair of lines that rhyme concludes a sonnet. So whenever you see that, whenever you see what is a heroic couplet, when you see a poem consists of two lines, stanza, and all the two lines rhyme scheme are the same. For example, A, and the second two lines are B, B, third lines are C, C, fourth couplet is D, D. This called is what? Heroic couplet. When you will see that the similar way it is repeated again and again. Okay. And a quatrain means what? A quatrain means there must have how many lines? Four lines. Okay. In Charjarima, we see that in a stanza there are three lines. That's why we call it Charjarima. Written in iambic pentameter. Which one? Charjarima. Already we mentioned. Okay. No, that is called Charja. Charja. Okay. Three lines. Whenever each and every stanza consists of three lines and regular rhyme scheme, that is called Charjarima. But when a stanza consists of four lines and these are regular, in that case we say that these are quatrain. To be a quatrain, it is not necessary to have the regular rhyme scheme. But what is the necessary? What is the mandatory? To have the four lines. Okay. Anyway, rhyme scheme are given here at the soda. The differences between Petrarchan or Italian sonnet and Shakespearean sonnet or English sonnet. In Petrarchan sonnet, you will see that is called, there are two portions. First eight line is called octave and second stanza is called sextet. Okay. In case of octave, you see that the rhyme scheme A, B, B, A, A, B, B, A, but the sextet may have the rhyme scheme seems to be C, D, E, C, D, E, or it can be varied from K. Okay. But in Shakespearean sonnet, you see that how many quatrains are there? A, B, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, and what? E, F, E, F, and last G, G. So there are three quatrains. And in the next slide will be more. So first of all, we would like to discuss the background of Shakespearean sonnet. What Shakespeare sonnet were composed in 1593 to 1601. He started writing sonnet in 1593 and he completed writing 1601 and he published in 1609. How many sonnets he has written? 154 sonnets. 154 sonnets. And more interestingly, what? All written in the form of three quatrains and a couplet that is now recognized as Shakespearean sonnet. As Shakespeare has written each, that's why it is called Shakespearean sonnet. It's not true. On the basis of rhyme scheme, on the basis of structure, it is called Shakespearean sonnet. Is it clear to me? If you write, if you follow the same way, if you go to Michael Madhusudan's, you will see that he mostly used Petrarchan sonnet, an octave and the system. But if you follow this, your sonnet will also call be a Shakespearean sonnet. So who writes it, it doesn't matter. What features you have applied? It is important to recognize what type of sonnet it is. Is it clear now? Shakespeare. That's why it is called the Shakespearean sonnet. And I have already mentioned that before Shakespeare, no English writer have invented or tried to form a new sonnet. That's why Shakespearean sonnet is called also English sonnet. And more interesting thing is that it is important to know the background. First, he is sonnet 154 sonnets. He has divided into, we can divide into three portions. First 126 from 127 to 152 and 153 to 154. So these 126 sonnets, he addresses only one thing. He addresses only one thing, addresses to whom? To his friend. Critic says that seems to be that it is his friend and his patrons as well, who doesn't intend to get married. He says that I will never get married. That's why Shakespeare writes one after one sonnets to pursue him, to convince him so that he can agree to get married himself. Is it clear? The second portions from 126 to 152, he addresses to him dark lady. He addresses to him dark lady, only a single lady. The lady is called dark lady. This is not her name. Most of the critics say that maybe Shakespeare falls in love with the lady and there is a separation. But more interesting thing is that whenever he addresses the lady, he doesn't use any negative word. So what does it mean that he wants to take the revenge. He wants to take the revenge. How? Telling him positively. For example, we can say that Jahangir and Fahad, they are the close friends. Somehow they are now separated. And Fahad obviously destroys the life of Jahangir. So what would Jahangir do? He will try to appreciate his activities and he will try to give more and more positive remarks. So listening these positive ones, the man must be changed. So this is one kind of revenge, okay, positively. So he does it, and the rest of the two, 153 and 154, these two sonnets are as usual, okay, like ordinary subject matter. So from these two slides, what we can say that when he started writing his sonnet, can anyone tell that when he started writing the sonnet? 1953, and he completed writing all of his sonnets 1601, and when he published it 1619, okay, 1609 or 1609, and he doesn't divided the sonnets into three groups, but the readers, the critics divided the sonnets into three groups. First 126 sonnets he addresses to him, his close friend. Seems to be that he is his patron as well. To pursue him, to convince him so that he can get married. And in sonnet 18, you will see that what is the benefit of marriage. He explains it. Okay. And next 26, it means that 127 to 152, he addresses to him, dark lady, dark lady. And the rest one as usual. Okay. So sonnet 18. Okay. And this is the introducing of sonnet 18. Later on we will discuss it. How to read the sonnet in the modern version? Very easy. So there are two portions you have seen that this is the original sonnet and this is the modern language, because when you go to the sonnet you have seen that some words are obsolete words. Have you found any obsolete words in the poem? What are they? Thou, die, thee. Such words you have seen there, and sometimes you have seen such a word as well. These are the obsolete words. Okay. So here one of the translated into modern language. How shall I compare this to a summer's day? Whether I could compare it to the summer's day or not. Obviously, this is a modern version is what? Shall I compare it to a summer's day? And we say that it is a rhetorical question. The answer lies there. No, you should not compare me with a summer's day. Why? Why the answer is negative? To get the answer, you should go to the next two or three lines. Okay. So thou art more lovely, more temperate. What does it mean that you are more lovely and more constant? So you are more lovely and more constant. Summer is a fade one. Summer is a shorter one. At any moment it can be changed. But you love is more than summer's day. Okay. Then rough winds do shade. Darling birds of May. Darling birds of May. What does the rough winds shade the beloved birds of May? What does it mean that rough winds do shade shading birds of May? Here May is a time frame is given there. Birds, what does it mean by bird? B-U-D, bird? Because flower. চাইম আমরা আরেকবার বলতে পারি যে নতুন যে পাতা গজায় ঢাল গজায় সেটাকে আমরা বার্ড বলতে দা যে সবচেয়ে fresh tender branches of the tree is called bird. So whenever you know that the strong winds comes, what's happened? It may be shake, it may be destroyed, but your love is more constant than the birds of the summer. That's why your love should not be compared with a summer's day. And summer's length has already we have got here has all to shorter days. Summer is for to short. Summer is the shorter one. You know that season must be changed when the weather changes. Season has also changed, or because of the weather the season change. And the next quatrain, sometimes to halt the eye of heaven shines. At times the sun is so hot. When in the May day, in the summer's day. When the hot shines much and much, what's happened? The beauty of the nature has been faded. But your love will not be faded. In the third stanza, the third quatrain, you will get the answer. Why not? Then, and open is he, his gold. Complexion, dimm'd, what? Or open goes behind the clouds. So you see, the extreme sun sometimes goes where? Behind the clouds. In that time, you see that the sun cannot shine much. And what's happened? The nature has been changed. But your love, where it goes, it remains unchanged. Nowhere it can be changed at all. Is it clear? So that's why which one is more powerful? The love or the summer's day? Obviously, love is summer's day. How he is pursuing, can you imagine? What is the benefit of getting love here? Here, love means not what? Virtual love is this. This is a word, the marriage as well. Okay? Here, love indicates the marriage. And every pair from pair sometimes declines. So, what is the pair today? Tomorrow you will see that declines, that destroys. Our youth will not what? What I am now. After 10 years, I will not be look like that. I will be different. But the love, how it is, it will be remain unchanged, or it will be more than the present time as well. And one example we can say that you see that the couple of the old ages, what they are doing. My grandfathers or my grandparents you can consider at the last age, they feel they feel more than as they felt when they were youth. It's true, we see. Okay, so that's why this is about the love. Just think it. Okay, already in the background, what I have said. From the background, I'm saying, and from the poem, I'm telling there, I'm coming there. So here, what he says, just think, consider about the love, nothing else. Forget about the what marriage. Okay. Guess what? What is the more powerful? Love or summer's day? Love. Obviously love. Why it is not revealed yet now? But what he said that the summers may fade. Summers cause of what? Storm. And when storm comes, it may take up what the birds of May. And the sun can also go where? Hides behind the cloud as well. But the love, it may not. If we go there, by chance or nature, changing courses, what? Unchanged by misfortune or by nature, planned out courses. But the eternal summer shall not fade. By eternal summer. The eternal summer, what does it mean? What is the eternal summer here? Summer means this is not the season. Here summer is a word. Love. It refers to the love, eternal summer, and shall not fade. It will never be faded as well. But at the second stanza, you have seen that he declares that in the second quarter, he declares that the summer, what we get from the season, it is faded. It is a shorter one. Next, nor lost possession of that fair thou what? What does it mean that? Nor will you lose the beauty that you possess. So here the beauty means what? The physical beauty or something else. The beauty of love. Beauty obviously, beauty of love. If we consider it our physical construction or something else, what do we see that? It must be traded. It must be traded. Is it clear? Okay. But whenever we consider our life, just think that way, why a couple can continue their conjugal life until their death? Because of the beauty of love. If there is any problem, they cannot continue it. If there is any faith thing, we have found that we cannot continue it. So that's why he says that word. Your what? Your shall not fade. That's why here summer indicates what? Your means the youth or beauty of love. Nor lost possession that already we have done. Then nor shall dream death back thou but wondered in his shape. So we know that obviously the man is mortal, and after death, death cannot even own you. How? When I will die? Do you think that your parents died? Why not? Why not? They are physically alive, not for that reason. If someone may not have father or mother or parents even, but they are still now alive. How? These are her heart. You are recalling frequently that. That's why he mentioned that here, obviously. You ask me question, how you are thinking that, okay, the answer is here. What? Nor shall death. Here, death is a word. Death is a personification. You have the nor, death, blood, birth means what? The claim. His own property. Thou wonders in his shapes. So death cannot what? Nor will death claim for you for his own. He cannot say that you are his or dead property. So here death is a personification. At the same time, you will not be dead one. I haven't seen my grandfather. Myself I am talking. But still now I know what type of man he is. How I have heard it from my mother, from my uncles, from my father as well. What does it mean though? That still now he is alive in my mind. So here the love through the generation after generation. Actually it indicates that generation after generation, human love will transmit it from one person to another person, and it will never be faded as well. Okay. Then what? When in eternal lines to time thou dwell, because in my eternal birth you will live forever. And the last two lines, so long. This is the message. And one thing I would like to share with you. In Shakespearean sonnet, the message is given always in the couplet. But in Petrarchan sonnet, the message is given first. It means that where in the octave. So these are the different. In tertiary, you will get the message of the poem where in couplet as well. So long as man can gaze of every eye can see. So what is so long as the eye? How long you will survive? How long the people will survive on earth? So Every man cannot remember you. Who will remember you? Your next generation, your upcoming generation. It means that, so you need what? You need to leave some human being from your side. And what is the last line? So long lives these, and these gives life to thee. So how long, what? So long will this poem live on, making you immortal. How long the poem survives, how long the poem is read, you will also be remembered forever. For example, we can say that whenever Shakespeare addressed his friend, it was long ago, 400 years back, but 400 years later, when we read the poem, we recall whom? Shakespeare as well as his friend as well. So, however, how long the human being or the people will survive in the on the earth, what? The man will also survive. At the same time, how long the poem will survive or will be read, the person will be also given. Yes, please. How you can remember recalls after your death? That is the question. You can love him. Yes, it's true. Generation after generation. After 400 years, we are recalling him. It's true. It's one of the examples. But how many people are how many become Shakespeare in the world? How many we can recall who has no blood connected with us because of our blood, or we have no blood relation with us? To some extent, it is not necessary. But most of the ordinary people, what they want, what they expect, why they are saying that, how they can survive to the upcoming generation or to the generation of the generation. There are somebody means what? A few men, not huge men. Okay, so you just think it. If you want to survive your subject, setting up the poem, it's a very tough to find out the time, place. Yes, that's why I haven't asked the question to you as well. Okay, you have seen that. And one thing you have noticed that there are some terms, some interpretation I have given which I haven't discussed early. That's why today even I didn't ask you as well. Okay, so here from where he has actually asked, it is tough to. Nowhere I have found that no critics explain. Most of the sonnets, you will see that he has written that way. But we can say that from the background, we can say that he has written it from his home and addresses to his friend. What is the action? Action is to pursue his friend. Pursue. What is the tone of the poem? You have seen the convincing or the pursuing tone. Frequently, he is trying to pursue the people. Okay, and he has already mentioned that optimistic mode we have found that because he uses all the positive things to convince his friends. Personal feeling or emotion, it should be expressed. Okay, and on the basis of rhyme scheme, sonnet may be differentiate. Okay, you will see that that even here as well. This is the couplet. So line after line are explained here as our time is limited, so I'm not going in detail. So line by line, the given here, and you can read no, the couplet, the Shakespearean sonnet I have already mentioned. But in Petrarchan sonnet, you will get the message where in the octave. In Jeremiah, you will get the message where. Yesterday. Okay, I will see it myself, then I will answer it again. Okay, maybe I may be also wrong. Yeah, in the couplet. Yes. Who tell that there are four Jeremiah and one couplet. So four Jeremiah means 12 lines, and the rest of it there is no couplet in the picture. And the rhyme is now the poem is already given. The first portion, second portion, and couplet is here. And the main theme of the poem summary is given. So the symbolism is given. So extended metaphor. Remember that already. Someone has mentioned that very first line is a rhetorical question. At the same time, it's a metaphor as well. Here here he tries to compare himself, his friend or someone else, with a summer's day. And remember, not only that, the whole poem is a metaphor. That's why it is called a word, extended metaphor. Here in quatrain 1, quatrain 2, quatrain 3, and couplet, everywhere you will see the metaphor. That's why the whole poem is a metaphorical poem or extended what metaphor. Extended metaphor. To be an extended metaphor, you must remember that when you see that there are hues means the whole poem is actually a metaphor. That is called a extended metaphor, and it is rare case we have seen, not all the time. Just it and to whom he addressed the young man point of view, obviously from the first person point of view, he addresses everything. And addressee, who is the addressee? Addressee means a young man. Okay. And a tone is enduring deep devotion for a lover. Okay. And the figure of this piece, you yourself do that one. Just one or two have set up there. First one, you have seen that the first line is also already I have mentioned, and this is also thou art more lovely and more temperate. Thou art love. Directly he compared. He says that you love. Love is lovely. Sorry, okay, thou art. You are lovely and the more temperate. It's a comparison. Okay, extra. Then personifications already here. What? Rough winds do shake. Winds are shaking. So here we have seen that winds is personified here. Sometimes to hot the eye of heaven shines. Here, eye of heaven shines. What does it mean? That eye of heaven.
That means the sun.
The sun. Eye of heaven here indicates the sun. Okay, the sun shines. So it is written in that way. And here you can see that it's also human eye. That's why it's a personification. Okay, thank you so much. Then nor shall death guard what thou owners in his shade. Here, what death is a personification, personified here. Okay, death is a personification because death cannot claim. Which one shall I? Summer's day. Obviously, you can say that in that way, but here it is not responding at all. Okay, just you can say it's a metaphor. Anaphora, already I have mentioned that what is an anaphora. So you have seen that the lines, the last two lines, you can say that it's an anaphora because so long plus. The structure started with a what? So long plus. Okay. Okay. So thank you so much.